Okay, if it wasn't obvious enough, this is being recorded directly after the Avengers theme goes with anything talk that I had a while back. So I don't know what to call this series. I don't know if I want to call it film breakdown. I want to review like movies and then talk about movies in general, and even break down some trailers. Not really a trailer breakdown, just want to talk about the trailer, what I thought about it. But I want to do this because I like to do it. I like to talk about this stuff, and I'll get some of my friends to do this as well. But I want to know what you guys want to call this, because I really don't know what to call this. I might call it film breakdown. I don't know. Leave a comment down below what you want to call this. Movie review wise, we're going to be doing Endgame first. That comes out this week. I'm sorry if this comes out after the Avengers Endgame review. I'm just going to release the Avengers Endgame review the day after we see it. This is already a super sloppy series. But this video I want to talk about Toy Story 4. Now, before I start, I just want to say I absolutely love Pixar. Pixar's like the best animation studio in existence. And Pixar's also really good at making sequels. Pixar, when they did Toy Story 2, it wasn't even supposed to be in theaters, and it was actually a really good sequel. Then they did Toy Story 3, which was amazing, and then Toy Story 3 became my favorite trilogy, one of my favorite trilogies. My favorite trilogy is Lord of the Rings. And then they wrapped up the series with Toy Story 3. It was a perfect ending. There was no better way to end that. I think this is the first time that I kind of wasn't happy with the announcement of a Pixar movie. In fact, this is the only time I've not been excited for a Pixar movie. And honestly, I wasn't happy that they were making a Toy Story 4 because they wrapped up the series so well that they're continuing it. And when I saw the trailer, I was a little angry. But they went on to make a movie, and then in the trailer, if you haven't seen it, Bo Peep is back as a apocalypse girl.
Woody, behind you!
What are you doing here?
No time to explain.
We've seen it on Ant-Man and the Wasp. We've seen it on How to Train Your Dragon. We've also seen it on Aquaman. And now we have it on Toy Story 4. I don't understand what's going on with this thing where we have to have a post-apocalyptic lady all of a sudden. Or either post-apocalyptic or apocalyptic lady. And it's happened with moms a lot for some reason. Specifically, the moms are in an apocalypse mode. But like seeing Bo Peep like that felt really weird because it just felt like that was being overdone now. And I really don't think that was Pixar's choice. That's why I want to talk about this video. I don't feel like Toy Story 4 was actually Pixar's choice. If you've been to Disney World recently, they have the Toy Story Land, which is really cool. Go check it out. They have a good roller coaster there, Slinky roller coaster, a lot of fun. I feel like this movie is being done for that. But I feel like they're making this because Disney wants them to. That Disney is making them make this in order to promote the new section in Disney World with the Toy Story Land. All this to say is that their sequels have never felt forced. Even when Incredibles 2 came out after 15 years or 14 years, or however long it was, it didn't feel forced. It didn't feel like they were just trying to release a sequel because Brad Bird really wanted the second part of Incredibles to be good, and he's really not a guy that makes sequels. This is the guy that made the Iron Giant. He's never made or is ever going to make a sequel to the Iron Giant. It ended fine. You can guess what happens afterwards. In Incredibles, the first one kind of ended like that. You can guess what happens. They just continue to save the world, but everyone wanted to see an Underminer fight. And then Brad Bird made a whole story that really I didn't think he was going to go with. And it was the way he told the story and the way he set up the story and even put funny situations in the movie that worked very well and felt like The Incredibles. It was a great sequel. It took years to make, but it was a great sequel. It was equally as good as the first one. Like, Pixar's been good at making sequels that have a good continuation and it feels like the original. But this Toy Story 4 feels like they're trying really hard to get a sequel out. That's what it feels like they're doing, that they're really trying to push it for a sequel. I felt like Disney was pushing for a sequel to either promote the Toy Story Land or bring Bo Peep back and then be this, let's bring in a girl in the apocalypse. I don't know what to call that, really. I'm sorry if that sounds weird. I don't know what to call it except the apocalypse woman. That's all I can think of what to call this. So that's just my thoughts on Toy Story 4. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below if you enjoyed this, and I do want to hear your thoughts as well. If you're excited for Toy Story 4, if you think that maybe it'll be a great movie, then leave in the comments down below. I would like to enjoy talking to you guys about it. I love talking about this stuff. I love filmmaking. That's what I want to do. Thank you guys so much for watching, and watch out for gangsters.